Hey guys, so welcome back to Indirect Knowledge. And so we have some more tarot card readings to do, and it's another day, and I'm going to be helping Mary out a little bit here. So we have some questions that Mary has, and so we're just going to be kind of working through the questions here. She's got 3 questions for us today. So we're going to do 3 different distinct readings for Mary. Try to get her some answers and some, just kind of see where things are at with everything. So I've got my tarot cards here and the moon deck. And I don't know, it's just a very psychic day, I guess. I don't know. I've been feeling things have just been coming to me left and right. It's been quite an amazing day, actually. And it's actually just getting started. We're just now it's about 1:30 in the morning almost. It is June the 5th, 2021, or 5 June 2021, depending on where you live at in the world. And so let's get to it. So our first question, Mary would like to know when the person she's getting married to, her and that person will get married. So it's sort of a time frame question. So to get perspective on that, we'll do a 7-card reading. We do the 7 card to understand the past, the present, the future. And about the time that we get into the future, I'm calibrated to that, to where I can oftentimes kind of, as far as the time goes, I'm sort of calibrated to 3 months out. So once I get to that 3-month mark, depending on the question being asked, a lot of times I can kind of get I pick up things. Yeah, I can kind of feel the energy out to find out if it's going to be sooner rather than later. And oftentimes things do come to me. So let's look at that for a moment. Look at the time frame around this question. I'm just going to cut the cards. And so our past card is the King of Pentacles. So you can see this card here. King of Pentacles is, kings are about authority. Pentacles are about material nature or groundedness. This is going to be like your Capricorn energy, your Taurus or your Virgo energy. It's a really stable kind of energy that comes from the King of Pentacles. So in the past, we've had, some material success and just, being in a good place that way. Let's look at the current situation now. Okay, so here's the High Ground card. And you can see that's a 7 of Pentacles. 7's a pretty spiritual number in numerology. It kind of represents spirituality and stuff. In this particular card, we have its energy, and we have, people trying to have their way with us. But this card here is a reminder for us to stay on top of things, and that's really what's going on right now. Stay on top of things. And then also, this card is like taking the high ground, like, being assertive about what the time frame is that we're looking for and what we're trying to achieve. And then we have the future. Okay. And if you look at this is a celebration card. It's the 4 of Wands. It's also, oftentimes when this card comes up, it's marriage. And so this is the future, and I was trying to get some kind of time frame on this. It's going to be a little bit down the line. I'm not picking up like immediacy per se. Maybe about, the number 5 is coming into my mind on this, like maybe 5 months out or something along those lines. So, 5, it could even be 15 months out, depending on it. let's get some more clarity on this. So as far as our answer card goes, we have the Lovers. This is a good card for this particular spread so far. This is about partnerships. It's about starting our life anew with someone else in that life. This is the answer to it. And we have the energy surrounding things, which is really the Two of Swords. Now, look at this card here. Some people question what this means, but you see someone blindfolded. The swords are about mental, twos are about partnerships. So it's kind of being blind to, and you see the moon up there. That's really hypnotizing, and it's almost kind of like distracting in a lot of ways. It kind of veers us off. At dark time, at nighttime, things are less visible or less known to us, and that's what's going on right now around this seven of Wands right here. That's that high ground card I was telling you about. That's where we start to see conflict or some things coming into play. But it's a lot of fast-moving energy. When you see this card here, this is swift decision-making, things happening really quickly. So that 5 is coming into my mind, but it could be sooner than that. Like the desire for it could be, immediacy. And then we have the 4 of Wands, which of course usually would come in the spread before the 7 of Wands, which is what the current situation is. This one here is the wedding and everything. We have a lot of yellow here, so it's going to be a really festive time. It's going to be, yellow is really good. When you see yellow in the deck, it represents positivity, good outcomes, these kind of things. Same thing with this Lovers card. You can see the yellow in that. It's really bright. It's bringing forth things in a nice way. And then the current energy we said was this card. And then we have the kind of the energy surrounding Mary, and this is the this is refining our skills, finding the best version of ourselves, putting things out there. And then we have the outcome card, and the outcome card is we have the 5 of Pentacles here. This card here, we see some people kind of out on their luck a little bit, kind of down and out, outside of the, kind of being on the periphery of things, on the outskirts of things. Oftentimes when this card comes up, it's kind of a cold card. You see the snow in there. You see bandaged legs and people barefoot and on crutches and needing assistance, needing help. And this kind of a thing. So it's kind of like it's almost a depressing card for some people to look at. The 5 is all about change, though. And this is changing, shifting gears, moving in different directions. But what this card is really all about, and this is the thing, like for some people it may cause concern or something on that end. But the key to this particular card right here is understanding that it's not so much destitute. It's sort of like, especially like in this particular spread, this card, the meaning behind this card is having to take, it's a period of time during this wedding, during all of these things going on, all these festive things, all these kind of things. It's a period of time when it's not business as usual. In other words, we're maybe not focused so solely like in the same vein that we normally would be. We're not doing the same kind of work, or we're not, moving things forward so quickly. But it's a really grounded card. When we have the Pentacles, it's really a grounding card. It's material nature and stuff as well. But by the time you get to this, it's sort of like those kind of things are kind of less important at this particular time, which does make sense. When you think of weddings, you think of spending money, you think of planning. So your mind is completely shifted in a completely different gear. Now, the answer to this card here, making time for all of this, is that, in other words, it's getting away from career for a period of time, or at least not focusing so heavily on it. But the answer to that is this Lovers card right here. So this is our answer around that card. So it's working together, planning things together, and that's what this reading is really all about. So to put it into perspective, in order to answer the question as to when will Mary get married, it will be sooner rather than later, provided you can let go of some of the work obligations and different things and really partner up with your partner in order to get the planning underway. And if that's the case, we could be looking at, within 5 months. It could be even earlier than that, but around 5 month mark or something like that is what I'm kind of picking up. And then we also have, it could even be sooner than that. It could very well be sooner than that. It could even be eloping or something along those lines. But I don't know. I'm not really picking that up as much. It's more kind of, but to get it, to get it to fruition. So, this is your future here. This marriage and everything. To get it to there and stuff like that, the outcome really is going to be like just taking kind of a backseat to the work and to the financial obligations and things on that end. It'll seem like things are not progressing so well on this particular front right here. That's okay for a period of time. See, the key to this card here that often people forget is that all of your information, your knowledge, the things that have brought you in life to where you are in terms of success, those things are not forgotten. They sometimes may take a stagnant back seat. Sometimes we're not going to exactly be 100% on our game. Whatever goes up sometimes does come down. But with this card, the reminder here, and the real important thing to remember with this particular card here, this outcome card here, is that the things that have made you great, which is your life lessons, your education, your knowledge, your abilities, your capabilities, your skill set, all the things that are your resources, they haven't left you. They're always there in the back of your mind. So don't take tension with this card is basically what I'm trying to tell you. It's in the outcome position, so it's not really it's not in a negative place at all. To get to this, just bear in mind the lovers here. This is working together, partnering with your partner, and you're going to get your result much sooner. Now, if you decide that, okay, I'm really just going to keep my focus on the career at this point, when we can get this thing planned, we'll get it planned. You could be looking at 15 months out, or you could be looking at next year sometime. So I hope that kind of helps, bring a little bit of clarity to things. But see, this is where you're at, kind of what you're wanting is this refining your skills, building up this career, this business, and these kind of things. This is what you're wanting, and this is your energy. But if you decide you want to kind of like shift gears a little bit, not make that as top priority, and then you can get get with your partner and stuff and start to kind of move things in that direction. It could be sooner rather than later. But the outcome is positive and the outcome is fixed. And it's pretty good. Overall, it's a really good reading. And it really says quite a lot. If you decide that work is going to take the forefront of things for now, then expect that it will be a little bit later on down the line. But that's really the only obstacle is, what you want, like right now, what you decide. If you decide that, the marriage is the thing that you want to heavily concentrate on and put most of your focus into, maybe around 5 months or so is about what you're looking at very well this year. And of course, selecting your date, these things will be important for you. And, if you get with your partner and you guys can make some decisions on that, that would be a positive thing for you guys. And the interesting thing is that once you get past this outcome and you guys start to work together and bring this thing into fruition and all, I really see that you guys will be a power couple. So like, even though you may take a backseat to work and career and things like that, just for a short period of time, just to get this thing going, what will happen is after the fact, things are going to blossom and blow up for you. You're going to be really busy, not just with the wedding plans and everything, but like after the wedding, career and so many different things are going to start to take shape for you. I'm really picking that up. And also for him, I mean, so both of you guys will be on a very, you guys will both be very busy and working and making names for yourself in your respective industries. And so I see a lot of success your way. So, all right, so let's shift gears now. So we've done that reading, so that's a pretty good one. Now what I want to do is I'm going to put these cards at random order back into our deck here. Now we're going to look at the next reading for Mary, next question that Mary had on her mind. And just kind of put these in at different places throughout the deck. So the next reading we have, one moment. Okay, so this one here is actually a question about an animal, and this is Mary's dog. And she wants to know if he will finish his PTSD training course and become a service dog for her. Okay, good question. So this one is about Mary's dog. And so I'm just focusing on that right now, shuffling these cards nicely. I get like a vision in my mind already, like so really picking up like positive energy around this. So let's see what the cards have to say. We'll cut these cards too. All right, so just like before, since we're asking this is sort of the yes or no, we'll look at a 3 question around this, and then if we need to, we'll go a little bit more in depth, maybe even pull out like a jump card or something. This is more like a yes or no, like will he finish and then become a service dog for her? Let's just see. So we'll do a 3-card spread and then see where we're at there. And then if we need to go a little further, we can go a little further. So first and foremost, we have this card just came back up again. So we just had this card in Mary's spread. And this is about refining skills, putting in the work, the effort and things. So this is, related to Mary. So this is a yes. And this is the Ace of Swords here. It says new beginnings, new mental beginnings, thinking things through. This is also yes. So we have a yes. And then we have the relationship side of things, Mary and her dog. This is, platonic, and this is equal footing right here. This is also yes. So we know the answer to that one is a definitive yes. So yeah, Mary, your dog will definitely finish his training and become your service dog. It's really it's really fascinating that you got this card again in this deck. This brings me a little bit more insight into the previous reading that I just did for you. This is, like I said, this is a skilled trades person that's really refining, becoming better at what they do, and getting things nice and in order. And so it seems like that's exactly what you're doing. It's like all of these things, all these pieces, everything going on in your life is sort of coming together, congealing, and it's all working out, and that's really awesome. So we'll put these cards again back into the deck. Let's go now to Mary had another question too. So let's go to the next question here. Okay. So this is a question that's a little bit different. This one is probably end up doing a 7 card for this just because we want to get more insight on this one particular person. So there's one person who's a bit of a bully and it's been giving Mary a bit of a hard time. And Mary just wants to know, like, is this lady going to get hers? Is she going to, what would be the outcome with all of this, in the most positive way? And so, will karma take effect sooner rather than later, that kind of thing. So let's do that. So I'm just shuffling these cards here, really focusing in on this question. And I'm going to cut the cards. So the first card is passed, and that's our nightmare card. This makes sense because this is like, if you look at this card, it looks like, all hell is breaking loose basically. But this is a nightmare card. It doesn't mean that the dream is real, the nightmare is real, or that anything is coming. A lot of this is about what's in our mind. That's what's happened. Now we have the present moment, and we see that this is the Queen of Pentacles. Now this is really an interesting reveal here because in a previous reading we had for Mary, this Queen of Pentacles was also in the same exact position in the current moment. And this Queen here really did represent Mary in many ways. And this is a very grounded Queen, a very influential Queen. And so this one here is about, Mary's success and everything coming into play at this time. We see evidence of that too, so that makes total sense. And then the next card we have is, this card came up again, the Destitute card. This is our futuristic card. This era is, and we're talking about Mary's bully for the most part. So now we're getting some more insight and clarity when it comes to the other previous reading that we had, where we had this as the outcome card. It looks like this is directly related to this bully archetype, this bully person that's in Mary's life. And this person is going to more or less kind of be out on their, I don't want to say out on the streets, but they're definitely not going to be a part of Mary's reality for much longer. This person will start to phase out. And so this is like your karma card right here. And that's coming about, I'm just trying to get kind of a read on it, like in terms of, I'm picking up maybe about 3 months down the line, somewhere like along that time frame. Something is not going to be so right for this person. And then we have our answer card. So this is the marriage card again. This is a celebratory card, and this is Mary's answer right here for this. So it's giving us more insight as we do more of these readings in terms of like getting the bigger picture of everything going on kind of in Mary's life. We have the wedding coming up. We have the career prospects and things growing in that direction. We also now know that we have this bully type feature. Of course, Mary's dog is getting training and everything and will eventually become a service dog for her. But this card is directly related to this bully feature in the future here. And one of the reasons a lot of this person will be, outside of Mary's life is because of this. Marriage is a new direction that Mary's taken. Okay, and so then the energy surrounding this Queen of Pentacles, this is this current situation right here, is the Fool card. So this is what this person is representing. This is about naivety and things. And this person doesn't really have a clue. Is what I'm picking up. And it's unfortunate for them because, sometimes when we do foolish things or react in a way that's not kind to others, those things do come back to haunt us later on. That's what the Fool is sort of indicative of in this particular spread. And then as far as what Mary is wanting, as far as the situation goes with this person and all, this is the this is the Ten of Swords, and this is really the this is the ending of things. And Mary's just wanting resolve in this thing once and for all. Doesn't want this person bullying her or in her life or causing her problems any longer. And that's really what the desire is. And so let's look at the outcome. Okay. So the outcome is the Three of Cups. This is a very interesting thing. So this is about celebration, victory, joy. And these are all the things that Mary's really, working toward or desiring in her life. All the elements of her life are coming together. Friends, marriage, her dog, her career prospects, everything. And now even this bully situation is leaving her behind. So in this celebration, the answer is this marriage and everything. And so to answer the question, Mary, yeah, this person is unfortunately, their destiny is not in the, it's not going to be so good for them. Right now, it's like maybe they're trying to influence things in that, but that's not going to be the case much longer because we have all these other celebrations and all these things. You're moving in this other direction, and this person is actually, she may be kind of in this direction now. Very soon she's going to be in this direction here. That's what's going on with everything. So I'm trying to give you more of a time frame on this, but like I said, I'm saying maybe 2 months or so, but 2 to 3 months, maybe 3 months. The thing is that this marriage is going to overtake things for you. And all the other positive things going on in your life are going to overtake. And then this person will, as you're desiring right here for this person just basically to be out of the picture, they'll be out of the picture. And you'll see that coming, but it won't be as... by the time it happens, it won't be near as important to you as it might be right now in the present moment. Normally, when we're getting bullied or we're seeing these things or we have these people in our life that are toxic, we can't get it out of our mind. And so we would like to see justice done. But justice will happen a little bit later on down the line. But as it's happening, you're going to be so busy and other things are going to be happening in your life that, yeah, you'll know that it's happening, but it's just not going to be front and center. It's just going to be something that naturally happens. This person won't be around you forever. Let's just put it like that. 3 to 4 months from now, this person is probably altogether out of your life. And, by the time you get married and you start this new chapter, your life will be, this person will be an afterthought. You may not even think about this person for years. I mean, it just may not even be the reality for you. So anyways, I hope that helps. Yeah, unfortunately, this person, I don't know precisely what's going to happen to them, but it's definitely not going to be, that karma will come back around to them, and it's, it's going to put them down. It's going to put them in a, what does that saying go? Like, it's going to have them eating humble pie. Like, it's going to make them rethink their behavior and rethink the way that they're living their life and all, and how they're treating other people, and maybe bring some unfortunate situations, and maybe not long-term, consequences, but definitely, it will be kind of like you'll be up and they'll be down. So, that's really what I'm picking up. So yeah. So anyways, I hope that this has been helpful to you. It does give a lot more clarity. And I mean, the fact that you had the Nightmare card and you had the 9 and the 10 of Swords in this spread, it really does say a lot, about the situation. Like, this is like kind of where we've been at in terms of our thinking about this person and everything. Just reading a lot into it, it's bothered us. And then this is the outcome of, this is the completion of things. So this is a 9. 9 is about like what's leaving us behind, or what's kind of weighing on our mind and stuff. It can be really like stressful or depressing or mentally harmful, like just too much negativity. But this is like completion. So we get the 10, it's completion, and then right after this, a new chapter begins, which is this celebration. This is our outcome card. So a good outcome will come, and the answer to that good outcome is the marriage and everything that is aligned with that. So yeah, it's a really good spread. I mean, you've gotten great. Like I said, you must have done some really good karma in a past life or something to get such wonderful cards always coming into these readings. So yeah, good things are on the horizon for you. And yeah, I'm really excited. So yeah, I hope that you will definitely, keep us informed, keep us abreast of things. I'd like to know more about kind of that 5-month mark. I'm getting like 4.5 to 5 months out. It could be. So yeah, let us know how things go. It'd be very interesting to get some more perspective on it from you. So if you leave comment messages here, you can reach out to me directly, however you want to do it. And again, if you have any questions or you need anything, please reach out to me. I'm always here for you. I just feel like I've done several of these little readings. I feel like I've gotten to know you a little bit kind of indirectly through the readings, which is really cool. But guys, gals, everyone watching this, if you're tuning in or seeing this for the first time, maybe it's not live at this point, if you like the video, please hit that like button. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel. We always welcome more subscribers. And then if you want, by all means, by all means, if you want to, you can hit the bell icon. Sorry, guys. Like I was trying to articulate earlier, I get kind of in this really psychic kind of trance out kind of state. It makes it, to others, it may seem like I'm kind of spacey, but it's just sort of like I'm getting things coming. It's almost like the best way for me to kind of explain it is if you've ever been like in a chat room or something like that, and the chat's going really fast and you're trying to pay attention to something, but you can't hardly read it before the next message comes and it just kind of overtakes you. It's sort of like that way. I'm getting like so much information, so many things are coming that I'm trying to slow that stuff down a little bit, and it's giving me this more of a greater picture. Yeah, I see things really turning out really nicely for Mary, and it's just I'm seeing so much positivity around her. You're enveloped in a lot of positivity and really nice heart and everything. Really positive things coming your way. I'm really picking that up strongly. So, all right, guys. Well, again, like I said, if you want to, you can subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon. You'll know when we come online. And then if anyone has a question or something they'd like to ask, by all means, feel welcome to ask any question, either on the live streams that we do, or you can send me an email directly, or if you want to go to indirectknowledge.com, I know you can get the readings over there. And of course, if you just want to help the monks out, that helps us do our service work and everything, help others, do charity work and different things. You can go to helpbydonating.com, give a donation if you like. Just the only thing we ask is that you do it from the heart, and we don't want anyone feeling any kind of resentment or anything. That's real important to us. But but thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next episode of Indirect Knowledge. Until then, many blessings and good luck.